Welcome to Decoy Life. I'm Everett Begor and this is How to Human. Why I started with this video is that I want to build on this concept along with others throughout the next couple of videos here so that it can be understood where I'm coming from when I start explaining my ideas on further topics and why I might be the way I am. And more importantly, hopefully someone can learn from this or gain something from it or grow because of it, and if no one does, then it's no big deal. Hopefully you're entertained. But really the first reason why I wanted to go over How to Human is that it's the base concept of how we are within our society, how we are within our life, how we are as a general mentality when we're interacting with other human beings. You look across the internet and there's plenty of trolls, and we're all familiar with them, and plenty of shaming going on around the internet. And while we've accepted it as an internet culture, if you saw this out in the real world, you'd be mortified. People would be standing up and shouting, and that's why you see a lot of arguments back and forth about these things. What I really wanted to start with is a quote from a band called Family Force 5. And it's pretty simple. It's hold up, wait a minute, put a little love in it. And I try to use this as a mentality for my interactions with anybody on a daily basis. And I'm not perfect, so I'm not always successful. But what I am doing is trying to allow for as much care that I can provide any one person that I'm interacting with. So often we're quick to judge other people when we don't know them. And by taking a second and thinking about the situation without knowing anybody's background, if somebody's baby is crying in a grocery store and you're getting upset with it, most likely that person is also feeling really embarrassed. They don't want to be any inconvenience to anybody else. So I always try to remember that. So the real concept here is that you're always trying to put just a little bit of thought into your reactions before you actually react externally. This leads me to actually interacting with people, and what I mean by that is just the general concept of interacting with strangers. We do this on a daily basis, and I'm going to put strangers and acquaintances kind of in the same boat here. I'll have other videos for friendships and loved ones and people that we care about romantically, but for acquaintances and strangers, what we should really be trying to do is kind of like that first day of first grade. And what I mean by that is that we're all out in the world just trying to get along, trying to do what we want to get done and go home and watch Netflix or whatever it may be. But in the meantime, we're forced to interact with people every day. I love the grocery store because it is such an amalgamation of people, both employees that are working or people who are just trying to get through their day. And it's one of the simplest concepts is maybe you're in the 13 items or fewer lane, and a person jumps in line behind you and they have one item, and you got the max 13. Let them go. Like, what's it matter to you? An extra minute of your day, maybe that person's in a rush, or I always kind of take a look at the person behind me and say, oh, are they looking flabbergasted or anything like that? And just it's the simplest concept of letting someone cut in line in front of you, but it's not really cutsies. It's not second grade, and no one's gonna scream or cry or whatever, but it might make that person's day, and you weren't doing anything more than just taking a moment and seeing that maybe they were flustered. Oh, it's just one of those simple concepts of reaching out to someone when they might be in a moment that isn't their best. It's pretty easy to recognize these moments, and the bigger fault here is to not act. We are human beings, and by acting, you're putting yourself out there in the best way possible. At worst, this person is ungrateful that you let them cut in line and they run about their day. Even at that worst, you still did something nice, and There's a lot to be said for that. Just by simply being human and, you know, talking with people or interacting with people with kindness in your heart is going to end up allowing you to open some doors to people that might be a little bit more closed off, or might be new friends, or might be new love interests, or anything of that nature. And all it took was a simple act of kindness. And I think we all can afford that. Thank you for watching my first video here on YouTube. If you like what you've been watching, feel free to grab that subscribe button down below, or even tap the like button. I will be putting out some more videos over the next couple of weeks, going over similar topics before I delve into some more complex things. The idea here is to build a base work and then grow from that point. And also I plan on posting some other different types of videos. Hopefully you've enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.